from here in Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. Touchdown, Cardinals! Rashad Bateman, 77 yards. And the Cardinals on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Brady going to bring the Bucks up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
29 is the Mike 29. What we got? What we got? What we got? Motion. 72. Motion. Shadow.
Throwing to start the drive. Brady. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
47's the Mike, boy. 47. Check. 47. Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Joey Bosa. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll set up to throw. This is complete to Dawkins on the slant.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to Evans, and what a nice catch that is. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 36.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. Brady going to throw. Check down to Breida. He'll be brought down on the 38. of 6.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game too.
Let's give him a show.
They run with Breida. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Matt Breida, his second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Looking deep downfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Wilson. And the Bucks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Here we go. Check 4. Check 4. Check 20. Shadow. Let's go on. No, 66. Here we go. Motion.
Here's Brady to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. On first down, Brady. And this is caught by Watkins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's got room. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bucks have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And the Bucks with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Off the option, here's Akers. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't...
It got his man, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Claypool, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Just like that.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Brady gonna go on 4th down. He's gonna look deep for Watkins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Gets around him. Powers past him at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Brevin Jordan there to make the grab. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Check, 47.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So Brady and the Bucks need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Looking to throw. Brady. Flushed out right. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. 2nd and 5 now. Wilson. And it's complete to Adams. Touchdown! Devontae Adams. 33 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, he pulled it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
19 tight, 19 tight. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. I got it. Hey, smash. Motion. Dragon 60.
And that'll set him back 5.
Let's go. Do it.
they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Watch the screen. 19 right. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Mike 20. Mike. Check. Game situation. Let's go. Hey, Mike, go.
He'll drop to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, it's Brady. And there's a quick throw caught by Andrews. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Here's Brady. Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
29 is the mic. Buffalo 18. 29 is the mic. Mike 29. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 29 is the mic. Mike 29. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 29 is the mic. Mike 29.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And the Bucks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
2nd down and goal. Brady and Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bucks have made this a 1-score game. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead will shrink to 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Play action. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He hits Adams complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Set, 30 pace, let's go. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Tighten up, pull it together.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Being chased out left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
They go play action now. Wilson. They'll roll him out right, and he'll just get rid of it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Complete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Brady now on 1st down. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Quez Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Fields this way up at the 17. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And this is going to be a Bucks first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Man left. Check it, reload.
On play action, now Brady. Flushed out right, and he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Brady, maybe a free play here. Flush to his right. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Brady's going to look to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Wilson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucks' 34-yard line. Now it's Wilson. And that's complete to Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And he rifles one incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On third down, Wilson. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Njoku from 19 yards away. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will put them on top here in the third. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Fortunate to get that football back. It's trailing here in the second half. Last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Stop your whining.
Mike 20, Mike 20. Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
I can't believe they let you play.
Back to throw here. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll look to throw here. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Quez Watkins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bucks are going to retake the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Brady will look to throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive will take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's swung out to Mostert. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Cam Akers there to make the grab. And the Cards are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Pass incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now it's Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
29 is a Mike. Mike 29. Get that quarterback at all costs.
Second down in inches. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
29 and we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Ozzie! Ozzie! Here we go! Here we go! Here we go!
Now Brady got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Brady to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Andrews. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field. And
he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Mike's 47. Mike. Hey, goal 66.
Back to throw, Brady. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's McLaughlin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Mostert. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. And his kick is indeed good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cards, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.